Cat and the Valentine's Surprise. The streets of Rosewood were alive with Valentine's cheer. Storefronts glowed with twinkling fairy lights, bouquets of red roses lined the florist's window, and couples strolled hand in hand through the chilly February air. Amidst all the celebration, a small grey tabby cat named Whiskers padded through the town, unnoticed by most. Whiskers wasn't always alone. He once had a home, a warm little house with a fireplace where he would curl up beside his owner, Mr. Thompson. The old man adored Whiskers, and they spent every evening together, sharing quiet companionship. But things had changed a few months ago when Mr. Thompson fell ill and had to move to a care home. No pets were allowed, and no one else could take Whiskers in. So, he had learned to survive on his own, finding shelter in alleyways and sneaking into warm spots like the town bakery's doorstep whenever he could. On this particular Valentine's Day, the scent of freshly baked pastries wafted from the bakery. Whiskers sat outside, his nose twitching as he watched the baker place heart-shaped cookies in the display window. His stomach rumbled, but he knew better than to beg. People were too busy with their own celebrations to notice a lonely cat, but someone did notice. Inside the cafe across the street, a young woman named Lily sipped her coffee, her chin resting on her hand. She had moved to Rosewood a few weeks ago, leaving behind a long-term relationship that had ended painfully. She wasn't in the mood for romance and had resigned herself to spending the evening alone. That's when she saw Whiskers. The little cat, with his soft grey fur and big golden eyes, looked so out of place among the festive decorations and cheerful crowds. Something about his posture, his small body curled up near the bakery, his gaze wistful as he watched people walk past, tugged at her heart. Without thinking, Lily grabbed a napkin and wrapped up half of her sandwich. She stepped outside, walking toward Whiskers, who immediately lifted his head, alert but hesitant. "Hey there, little guy," she said gently, kneeling down. "Are you hungry?" She unwrapped the sandwich and tore off a piece, holding it out. Whiskers sniffed the food cautiously before taking a small bite. His tail flicked, and Lily swore she saw a hint of gratitude in his eyes. "You don't have a home, do you?" she murmured, running her fingers through his fur. It was soft but slightly tangled, as if he had once been well cared for. She scratched behind his ears, and Whiskers leaned into her touch, purring. That was all it took. Lily sighed, glancing at her apartment down the street. "Well, I was going to spend Valentine's Day alone, but maybe we can keep each other company." Whiskers meowed in response. Taking that as a yes, Lily carefully scooped him up and carried him home. A new beginning. Lily's apartment was small but warm, filled with books, cozy blankets, and a tiny kitchen that smelled of cinnamon. She set Whiskers down gently, half expecting him to dart for the door. Instead, he stretched, took a few cautious steps, then hopped onto the couch as if he had always belonged there. "Well, you make yourself at home quickly," Lily chuckled. She placed a bowl of water and some leftover chicken on the floor, watching as Whiskers eagerly ate. As the evening went on, Lily found herself talking to him. She told him about her recent move, her past heartbreak, and how she had been dreading this holiday. Whiskers listened, his tail flicking rhythmically as he lounged beside her. You know, Lily mused, scratching his chin, I think you just saved my Valentine's Day. Whiskers blinked at her, then curled up in her lap, purring softly. For the first time in months, Lily didn't feel alone. And for the first time since Mr. Thompson had left, Whiskers felt at home again. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like and subscribe for more content.